Hey guys, as Snake here, and I just want to give y'all my thoughts and impressions of the E3s that I did catch. Um, Overall, I would have to say this year was good. It was good, but it was a bit underwhelming. Um, let's start with EA. Well, EA pretty much they remind you to not really take their conference seriously. Yeah, they did show the fact that they start Battlefront. They showed more of that. I didn't see too much of theirs, but I did catch some glimpses, and yeah, it's a good thing I didn't waste an hour watching them. Um, but I like the fact doing some free DLC for Battlefront. Well, at least I think for the first season of it. Um, then what else they showed? They got some DLC for Battlefield One. Um, what else? That's one thing I could really remember from that conference. That's kind of sad. But anyway, yeah, EA don't really take their conferences too seriously. Okay, what's next? Then I watched Bethesda, which I kind of did enjoy. I kind of did enjoyed it, but it was way too short than I expected to be. Um, Yeah, it was very short. I like what I seen. We got Wolfenstein. We got new Wolfenstein finally announced. We got Evil Within finally, and that come out in October, Friday the 13th in October. That's a perfect release day for a survival horror game. So I'm definitely gonna look forward to that. Which I started to play the first one, which I will eventually play the first one pretty soon. Let's see. They showed some VR stuff, with Fallout VR and Sharon VR was Sony showed that over there. Anyway, let's continue. Well, all I gotta say, yeah, it was cool, but it was very short than I expected it to be. I could tell they kind of like they wasn't ready for the conference. Really, it kind of that's how it kind of felt to me. They could just show they could just release the trailer and just and just put it on YouTube and say, hey, yeah, these are the announcements. Thank you very much, and just show it on YouTube. Now have like a whole conference over it. Um, what that was 40 minutes anyway. Okay, then Ubisoft. Now Ubisoft, surprisingly, I was very impressed by. Especially at the end of the other press conference. Well, before I even get to the end, I gotta say, yeah, it's not Ubisoft press conference without not the dance stuff, but just dance type of thing they had, this dance performance thing. It's not Ubisoft press conference without that. Of course, the good thing they started at the beginning, but I was kind of cringing. I was cringing once they actually did it, even though they did the very talented dance. I'm like, I don't want to see that. I'm a dancer myself, but even I said I don't want to see that. But anyway, but other than that, they actually had a rock solid conference. Even though I'm still being very skeptical of what they have to uh, show, really. I didn't know for far as their games because it's like they are on the bandwagon of microtransactions. So I'm not gonna buy too much of their stuff. So Assassin's Creed looked great. I'm actually even thinking about buying new Assassin's Creed now. So the fact that like they actually took their time making it, and hopefully it will be as polished as possible. I do expect bugs, but not like to the point that it's broken, like super broken. Um, but yeah, and at the end of the conference, I also they had let's see, Assassin's Creed, and they had this one. It's called Skulls and Bones, which is a pirate ship game, which they pretty much they pretty much took whatever that was in um, Assassin's Creed Black Flag and just the naval combat built on that. It just made a whole game of that, which for those that love that type of combat, there you go. What else? Don't remember too much, but let me tell you this at the end though. They finally announced Beyond. They finally is going to make Beyond Good and Evil 2, which I honestly didn't really start playing until the HD collection came out on the PS3, and I seen why people really want a sequel after playing it. I didn't finish it, but I see why people wanted a sequel, which I wish I could have finished. I could finish it once I actually plug in my system, my PS3, which I will do. Um, yeah, but I see why people wanted a sequel to this game. Um, and I'm basically the crazy part. I'm not like a super huge fan, but I knew what I was looking at once I saw the trailer. I knew the type of vibe. You know, it's a more mature vibe of Beyond Good and Evil, but still, it still has a Beyond Good and Evil vibe to it, which actually had me shook with that conference. Okay. Now, since I moved away from the third party stuff, third party stuff that they catch. Now, PC they had a showing, but I wasn't really too interested. And what what I found out what they showed off, I'm like, yeah, they just showing off pretty much graphic capabilities of the PC with these games you can get on today's console. So it's like, it's not really pushing me to get a PC. That's the main reason why I watch this conference, so that they could push me to get something or to invest into something. Now, speaking of that, now time for the big three. Let's start off with Microsoft. Microsoft had a pretty decent showing this year. There was many games I did say I can't wait to get. I want that. I want that. But the main problem was that I said I want that, and I cannot wait to get these games on my platform. They show games I wanted, but at the same time, it's like, and this is supposed to be like the big thing with the whole Xbox One X, which that's what they call it now, Xbox One X, the Scorpio. That's not Xbox One X, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry for these games, but I'm not going to buy a Scorpio for these games. You know, most of these games are going to come out for my PS4, so I might as well stick to the game on my PS4 and just get these games on my PS4. So I was hoping to watch the Microsoft conferences and be like, okay, I cannot wait to get an Xbox platform because of the fact that, you know, these are only games I can really play on their platform. Not specifically the X, but just a Xbox One. But it didn't convince me to get a platform. But it did show games I was interested in. Okay, Sony's now the big three are gonna be short summaries because I think I made this video a little bit too short than I expected. Now Sony's it was good but underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? They showed games that now, but ahead of time I already knew that what Death Stranding, Shenmue 3, Final Fantasy 7 wasn't going to be there, and you know, basically yeah, the games I was looking forward to. At least they let me know ahead of time that these games, what the developers let me know ahead of time that these games was not going to be there. Which okay, at least I came in there with okay, at least knowing that. But I gotta say it was a great showing, but I kind of feel it was very underwhelming and a bit lazy compared to last year. Because then again, it's like, how can you top what happened last year? You know what I'm saying? How the hell can you top that? Yeah, there were mostly filled with games that was coming out late, you know, so sometime next year, or games that they didn't have a release date yet. But at least they showed something that gave people like, tell people like, hey, okay, they get a PS4. But this was like more the same. I mean, I'm glad they showed off some more God of War. I'm glad they showed off some more Spider-Man, more Days Gone, and thank God they showed off a Horizon Zero Dawn expansion pack. Expansion was I can't wait to get. I got to pre-order that. But I gotta say, Sony's was a bit underwhelming. I expected more, but how the hell can you top next year's? I mean, how the hell can you top last year's E3? Now Nintendo surprised me. They let us know that there's gonna be a very short, brief E3 they're gonna do. But all I gotta say about that, I am convinced about getting a Nintendo Switch. Don't know when, but eventually, once I guess around hopefully holiday season, I'll get one. Hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts of E3. If I say anybody won, I don't really care. Only thing I really worry about where I'm going to play my games at. I gotta say, I'm going to end up getting a Switch this year, and not really an Xbox One. Well, I guess that's about it. But as I said before, I'll say yeah. Um, as far as Microsoft, I'm not really convinced of getting an Xbox this year or anytime soon. Nintendo Switch, I'm definitely feel like getting, and I just felt Sony did good, but they was kind of lacking. But tell me what y'all thought of E3 this year. Y'all expected more? Do y'all liked it? Yeah, dislike it? Please share me in the comment section. As I say, my review is I'll say it was a bit on the one this year. Anyway, guys, peace out. Catch you guys later.